I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts. Crazy, how'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination. I used to see. Wake up and I found out, did it change up? Wait, did it change up? Is it light out yet? Did it find out where? Better walk around the edge of the room in the bed where my arm on face. Face around, better try to breathe. Face around, face around. I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blind. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts. I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination. I used to see. Outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet.
With the skyline of Manhattan as our backdrop, we are across the East River in the fabled borough of Brooklyn, New York. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Aviators of Brooklyn. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Dragon 60.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, you think about what it's taken to get to this point. The Giants and the Jets, obviously historic franchises, shared the stadium for years, never felt fully right. Well, now you got two New York teams with two different homes. And this team in Brooklyn, I'll tell you what, walking in, seeing the excitement on the fans' faces, they are ready to embrace a team here in Brooklyn, and this should be a fun experience to watch unfold.
And this defense not giving them anything there, maybe a yard up to the 36. You look at this Packers defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's try to get to the number 1.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. His defense for the Packers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard. You hit the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Aviators will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Packers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And space tough to come by there as they get maybe a yard to the 37.
For me, what's important right now on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. They'll try to run forward Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
First down. 1st and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at the 40-yard line.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Barkley. 20! Down to the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
We go 0-2 real quick. Maybe on that rap to pay the bills. Now fit it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, It has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
A quick throw here out wide to Pitts. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now. It's Brooklyn in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Ready? Go.
Right back to Pitts again. So nothing doing there. And it'll be 4th down.
No gain on
Trap
the play.
60, trap 60.
It's 4th down.
He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Incomplete from the contact.
So good starting field position for them here as they come on 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Cowboy 80. Ready?
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 72 yards rushing for him as he's been tough to stop here this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37.
Again, it's Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 39-yard line.
On the draw, this is Barkley. Fighting through, and he's got space. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And Barkley did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a big point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Let go.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Rig it. Let's go now. Rig alert. Viking 18. Hurt. Go.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 4-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, Smash. 19, Tiger, 19. Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Okay,
From the
ready?
38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Ready. Let go.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21.
17 yards.
A nice pickup of 17 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Hands it off out of the gun. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
60 Bison.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Aviators will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10.
Packers 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and 5.
At the 40-yard line.
Barkley inside handoff. Fights through a double crease. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Now he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly? Did you decline that one? All I can think of is someone on the field getting confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
On the jump.
Back to throw. Whittington. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Leonard. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Gain of 18 on the play. First down, Green Bay.
Saquon Barkley running right. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll go to Barkley again. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 110 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's another Packers first down. A gain of 14. And the Packers first down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. A field goal can get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Looking to throw. Whittington. Over the middle, complete. It's Leonard. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. They'll look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Pass for 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Aviators have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third.
Point after
here coming up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
ties the game at 21 apiece.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll get this to about the 38.
38-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Whittington trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Packers.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
A first down carry for Barkley. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things are pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Operating from the gun, Whittington. And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
70 Timberwolves. Cougar 19.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He's taken down.
I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Running again with Barkley on second down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. If they get nothing else here on third down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. Operating from the gun, Whittington. Under pressure, and down he goes. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
And it's fourth down.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
And they'll keep leaning on the line game back to the ground. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
It's not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Second and 6 coming up. Off to Thomas on the left side. The 20. 5. And all the way in for the touchdown. Brian Thomas, 48 yards. And the Aviators have taken a fourth quarter lead. Important extra point up and through. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Packers 24.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. This is first and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. And taken down just shy of the 40.
They're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now second and 6.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save the timeout.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. 20, down to the 10. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. Now first and goal.
That's another Packers first down.
Barkley No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Hold it set.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken
Here's second down.
It's a loss of 2.
He's back to throw.
And 12 at the 33.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
Viking 18. Cougar 19. Go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They'll look to throw. That's caught left side with tight end Pitts. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Leonard. And not a whole lot there. Maybe 3 yards on 1st down. Back to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now they burn the timeout. And they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one, got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
That's good for the Packers. First down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Packers.
Let's go now. Go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. This one came right down to the wire. It's